Hi, and welcome to the first episode of The Road Less Traveled, a new show where we focus on up-and-coming talent in the city of Lowell, Massachusetts. My first guest is Brian O'Connor, an artist from Lowell. How you doing, Brian?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. So first of all, can you describe some of your work for us?
I like to do like a lot of I do like a range, so it can be like realistic art, like portraits, or like even like cartoony stuff. I have like a DeviantArt page that is like constantly like younger kids that are like getting into drawing or stuff like that, and they're always asking me for pointers and stuff, but I prefer to do like portrait work and stuff like that, more realistic stuff.
When would you say you first started getting more interested in art, and how do you feel that you're influencing younger kids now?
I've been drawing since I was like 6 years old, probably, like real little. And I actually do feel like I'm influencing some kids. I should have brought it, but I have like a stack of mail. Kids like all over the world have been sending me, like Canada, New Zealand, Iceland, like all over the place I've gotten mail. I used to work on a graphic novel, that's got me most of my attention, but yeah, it's been pretty cool.
That is cool. What's the name of that graphic novel?
I never finished it, so you can go on my DeviantArt though. It's theonlybrianman.deviantart.com, and you can see like how far I made it. I didn't finish it though, but it still got some attention on the internet.
What would you say is probably the funniest or the weirdest piece of fan mail you've gotten, if there is one?
There's a girl from Canada who said that she wanted to like marry me. But
pretty flattering.
Yeah, but other than that, pretty normal stuff, I guess, for mail from people you don't know.
So besides the DeviantArt page, what else have you been involved in?
I've done a couple contests. I got a Silver Key Award for a Boston Scholastic Art competition before. Actually, I don't want to keep talking about DeviantArt, but I got a Daily Deviation, which is like every day they pick like 10 pieces from like the millions that get uploaded every day.
Oh wow.
And my account actually blew up from that. I had
really?
3,000 messages in my inbox that day, and I was like, whoa. Those are probably my two things that I'm most proud of right now. See where it goes.
I mean, growing up in Lowell, it's a really diverse city. There's over 100,000 people here from all over the world. How would you say being in this city influenced your work and you as a person? Yeah,
there's all the cultures. Like all my friends growing up have been like all different races, and I think that was great for me as an artist to like have all my friends show me what they're into, and then I kind of glean like everyone's interests, and then made my own, or just found what I'm interested in most. And a bunch of culturally diverse friends is very positive for any artist, I would say.
So Brian, why don't you tell me about where you're going to school, where you're working, things like that, if it's related to art.
It's actually not. I'm going to UMass Lowell. I have 1 semester left, but I'm doing psychology. I'm focusing on developmental disabilities, so possibly working with kids or something like that in the future. As far as art goes, I'll probably just end up keeping it as a hobby, something that I like to just do for fun, and not really have deadlines or anything to meet. So I kind of do it when I want to do it.
Okay. So you mentioned that you might want to work with kids in the future. What piece of advice would you give to any kids that are thinking about pursuing art as a career?
If you want to get better at it, just do it every day, just like anything else in the world. You know, a lot of people ask me like, do you think some people are just born better at art than others? Like some people can just draw. And I always say like, no, you can become good at whatever you want to be good at as long as you practice.
Was there anyone that helped you pursue your interest in art when you were younger?
When I was younger, there was these 2 guys in Kansas that were making a graphic novel, and they actually asked me to go out flat to Kansas to help them make this. They had like 10,000 subscribers on YouTube already, like they had a big following, so I was like ready to jump on that boat real quick. And actually, really tragically, one of them, they're both like older brothers to me, and one of them passed away in a car accident.
Oh wow.
So I never ended up going to Kansas, but I always wonder what would have happened if I did, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
If I would have stayed out there, kept working, or if art would have had a bigger part in my life now, which kind of has a minimal part in my life right now, but it's still really fun. I like to do it, so.
And Brian actually brought a few of his pieces to show us, and as you can see, they're pretty amazing. So Brian, if you want to go ahead and just describe them for us.
Yeah, sure. This is just portrait of Kid Cudi. Like I said, I like to do a lot of portraits, and I love Kid Cudi. So that one was actually hanging at a gallery downtown Lowell. Some of my favorite ones that I've done got sold at that gallery. This is just, sometimes I just draw weird crap. And that's like a guy's face coming off here looking at a spider. This is actually the one that got me the daily deviation on DeviantArt. It got like 14,000 views in one day. It's like a girl and there's like a ghost coming out of her shadow. My art doesn't have like any symbolic meaning. It's just me drawing stuff. But a lot of the time it's just I just sit down and start doing something, and then.
I mean, looking at, I mean, if it doesn't have any like symbolic stuff, but people probably think you're wicked deep looking at this.
Yeah. I do believe in ghosts though. There's like this one time, there's like 4 people over, and like there was just like this thing. It was probably about the size of this flower. And it just like flew off the wall and like broke and slid across the room, and everyone was like, all right, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my house is haunted too, but I don't like to think about it. All right, well, Brian, thanks for being here.
Thank you,
really
man.
appreciate it. I love your artwork. Make sure you guys check out Brian's DeviantArt page. The link's at the bottom of the screen and in the description. Brian, anything else you want to add?
Shout out to the Spanish Panteros. You know who you are. And that's it. Lowell all day, 978.
All right, you heard the man. Keep tuning in to The Road Less Traveled. We're going to keep featuring talent from Lowell. And as you can see, everyone in here is really interesting. Cut that part out. Or shout out, and we'll just end it there.
I told Walter and Brendan I would give them a shout out. So.